Hi, my name is Emily, and I had the pleasure of attending Adelaide's Radical Pelvic Health Intensive last year in 2022. I definitely would say that before the intensive, I was experiencing a lot of neck pain and upper back pain and a variety of different pelvic discomfort as well. And now, post intensive, about a year later, I definitely feel a lot more support in understanding how to alleviate a lot of that pain and to also understand how to build more muscle in my pelvic region and my lower back and supporting my internal pelvic muscles and external pelvic muscles and how all of those combined can support the structure of my skeletal system overall. I definitely would say that I'm now able to identify in my own posture and my own walking and my own breathing, is this supportive for my body? Is this supportive not only for my pelvic health, but for the entire health of my body? I can identify that better in myself, and I can also offer that to my friends and family when I know that women come to me and they are just venting or complaining about different pelvic pain that they have or different structural issues that they're going with in their own bodies. I can ask them, well, let's start by untucking your tailbone, and let's start by figuring out if you're on synthetic birth control and whether that's actually supportive to your female body or not. So I definitely think that in terms of identifying key factors in what is supportive for women's pelvic health and what is not supportive and is actually harming women's pelvic health, I can definitely identify that a lot easier and am able to implement ways to increase my own comfort in my body and pleasure in my body and build different systems and build muscle to keep myself well and keep myself feeling good. I think during the intensive, it was most helpful to have the intense in the term of structured time and long periods of time to practice new exercises and learn ways to walk like a woman, stand like a woman, breathe like a woman, and also honestly different sitting techniques and different ways to understand how can I modify these movements and these positions that I'm using in my day-to-day life, and how can they be more supportive for me, and understanding simple things about inversions and laying on your stomach and practicing diaphragmatic breathing and things of that nature now just are second nature for me. And so both the combined aspect of understanding this is the strength training, this is how you can support your body when you align your bony muscles and your pelvis to support your entire skeletal system, and then build muscle from there and then support your body from there. That is the key to feeling great and having a life that's, if not entirely pain-free, then significantly less uncomfortable for sure. And I'd say another key aspect of the intensive for me was learning about cervical orgasms. I mean, Adelaide is such a great teacher and does a wonderful job of piecing together the connections between your cervix, your internal pelvic muscles, the psoas muscle, all the way up to your diaphragm, and how truly cervical orgasm is not just for pleasure. This is key for women's health. And I like the ways in which she talked about, how can we have better sex? How can we have sex that's not just more pleasurable, but actually is healthy for our bodies and healthy for our relationships, and integrating all of that on top of having all of these tools for strength building and for supporting our internal structures as well, or internal organs as well, based off of our bony pelvic structures. That was definitely impactful. And I share that with a lot of women because it's not just pleasure, it's not just connection. That is a key pillar of women's health, is having the opportunity to experience that regularly. That's definitely impactful. And I would say in terms of Adelaide's teaching style, I know that she's learned a lot with women and from women. So the way she teaches is really empathetic and supportive and understanding, and she always is offering modifications or suggestions of like whether it's a physical limitation or it is something that's just unique to a woman's life or unique to a woman's body. She's always offering ways to support them in a way that's unique to the individual woman. And I really appreciated how during the exercises Adelaide was more than willing to come and make adjustments, like physically make adjustments to better support the exercise we were doing and better support whatever myofascial technique that we were learning at the moment, which was another huge component of the intensive and one that really changed a lot for me, was myofascial release and having the opportunity to understand that I can relieve so much of the tension in my body just by applying pressure and just by having sustained pressure for a period of time, and knowing that I have the tools to do that and I don't have to seek outside help to relieve my own tension in my body is groundbreaking. And the fact that you can apply the technique to any part of your body is really revolutionary as well. So I'm really grateful for the myofascial release techniques that Adelaide taught us during the intensive. And yeah, I just want everyone to be able to attend it because it was definitely the highlight of my summer, if not the highlight of my year. And I glean more from that as time goes on, and I keep sharing that information with other women in my community of what I've learned. And yeah, she's just a really powerful woman and is brilliant, and I love learning from her, and I'm just grateful that I had the chance to attend the intensive last year. And yeah, thank you so much, Adelaide. I appreciate everything.